All right, guys. So I got to give credit where credit is due. So the best classifieds. Now we've been doing this for years now, and I collect classifieds. I deal with people that collect classifieds. So after filming Nagahide this weekend, I got to tell you guys, the best two classifieds are Dreadnoks. As you guys can see from the thumbnails, the Zartan Deluxe and Nagahide. We're gonna get the Zartan in a moment because we had filmed that a couple of years ago. So we're just meshing up, mashing up both videos here together so you guys can see. And when you really start dissecting this, I mean, GI Joe is such a diversified, like area of different characters, different molds, different accessories, different looks. But for some reason, to me personally, for what you're paying for right now, you got to hear me out, right? What you're paying for and what you're getting with GI Joe classified figures, I find Nagahide and Zartan, who are again both Dreadnoks, you're getting a lot. You're getting your money's worth here, right? Steph, especially Nagahide here. Like he comes with, pork belly, yobo, the bow and arrow. He's got a gun. He's got the Wolverine kind of sword claw that he puts onto his hand there. He comes with a bow and arrow. Like it's just so many things that Nagahide has. And it's just like literally reminded me of Zartan Deluxe when I got that a few years ago. I'm just like, this guy, you can literally film like 10 times over with different poses and literally not get bored of them. Sometimes you film figures, you're just like, okay, I filmed it once. And, you might go back second time. But Nagahide's one of those that, like, the same with the Zartan Deluxe one. After a couple of years, it's like, you still love it. And that's how you know it's a good figure. And this one is going to be a classic. Believe me, guys, don't sleep on this one. If you have not got this yet, get it. Believe me, you're not going to be disappointed. It looks phenomenal. Colors, amazing. Accessories, amazing. Pulsability, awesome. Again, it's just, there's nothing I can really say bad about this figure set because it's just so darn good. Like the Hasbro really did a good job on this one. Some classifieds you're like, oh, well, it was okay, you know what I mean? But this one, they nailed it. It's just like, it is near darn perfection, to be honest with you. Just even his muscles, his tattoos, his scarring on his head, just the way you could pose him with those weapons. When the wife gets involved and starts posing it with me outside, we're having a drink together. It's like, it's a good figure. You know what I mean? It's creative too because you could do a lot with it with the Yubu, standing on his hat there, and just his guns there, and also pork belly's a huge, huge addition to this, right? So as much as I love the retrophile, card back figures, still the Dreadnoks. They're still the best. Like I love Rakan, don't get me wrong, Bazooka and all those ones, Duke, but Beachhead, but man, the Dreadnoks. They're just, you know what it is? They're Motley Crue of GI Joe. They're just out of this world. They're just like so Motley Crue. That's no other way to put it. They're Dreadnoks, right? So, and I love the necklace there with the bones on there too, with teeth. It looks like, right? And then you can see the tattoos there as well. So yeah, I mean, look, we zoom in there. We did hours on end filming on this Nagahide figure, and it was pleasurable. Sometimes it's just like you're going through a film shoot, photographer is like, oh man, why did I buy this figure? And why, this one was just like enjoyable. It's like you wanted more time in the day to just keep filming and filming, but you just eventually run out of daylight, right? I hate filming indoors. You guys know that. I can't stand filming indoors. You just don't get the natural light, natural quality. I know some people do that. They use a little rotator thing that rotates 360, yada, yada, yada. I love natural daylight. G.I. Joe Classifieds to me, especially Dreadnoks, need to be outdoors. It's just like you look at that. They just, with the leaves, with the grass, it's just the flowers, it just adds to it. There's this tattoo. I still can't make out what it is, to be honest with you. It's so intricate, but anyway, you guys can see there. He also comes with two sword daggers, knives, two dagger knives, that he has in his back there on his side. Like, this guy's fully accessorized, man. I just wish Nagahide had come in earlier in the G.I. Joe series when I watched it before it went to the DIC one, which was later on, which the animation on that one wasn't as crisp as what we had grown up with from 83 to 87. It was just like, the colors are a little bit dull. But anyway, you're having a look at the animals there, Yubu, whatever way you want to pronounce it. Some people even pronounce it Yabu. It's just call him monkey. How's that sound? Pork belly. Pork belly is really cool. There's a lot of articulation actually on him too. You can swivel his head, his waist, everything. Anyway, babbling on here with Nagahide here. I'm gonna be my throat's gonna be dried out here. It's going 5 minutes here, but guess what? We still have the next one, Zartan. Oh my goodness, this I still think. I don't know, man. Him and Nagahide are 1 and 2. I don't know which ones to go here with. I'm still gonna go with Zartan, just because it's Zartan, right? And even the presentation of it, I'm gonna go Zartan Nagahide as my top two Gijoe Classifieds of all time. Like this thing's perfect. Like it really truly is. Like the colors look great on it. Turns blue as well. The accessories that this comes with, interchangeable heads, the backpack, the guns, the nice, oh my goodness, this Zartan. And it looks good too. The face sculpt looks great as well. And the blue features, like I said, this one you don't leave him in sunlight. You got to put him in cold. It just, complete opposite of what he is, right? Sunlight is what turns him blue. But with this figure, you got to put him in the freezer. I actually just tested him out to make sure he still turns blue after like 3 years. And he still does. He still does. So there you go. So not bad, right? There he is as blue, right? The Storm Shadow alternate head. He comes with the bow and arrow. Like, again, this Zartan Deluxe. This is one of those classified figures that really haven't depreciated in value because there is a demand for it, and it's just well done. I knew it when I bought it back in the day. I did pay a little bit more premium value on it because it was such a hot selling figure. And to this day, it's still held up. And you can see it on eBay and third parties that are selling it. It's just, this is one of those classified figures that you will never see at clearance. And if you have, shake the hand of the manager of the store that was able to pick it up and sell it to you for cheap, because this thing is not accessible to the market for a cheap price. That I can assure you right now. And there you go. Look at it. It's just the master there. Look at that. Look at it. Just so much stuff you could do with the Zartan figure. It's like Nagahide. It's like endless filming over and over and over again. You just can't stop filming them because they're just immaculate figures. They're just very well done. This is what Gijoe Classified's got to do. They got to start doing, more accessories, and if they have to do various versions of certain Dreadnoks, go for it. Why not? Because like I said, they're so over the top characters that there's so many poses in photography that you could do with it. It's endless, right? Anyway, babbling on here. How many minutes am I at here? I'm almost at 7 minutes here. Holy moly. Have you guys stuck with me? Are you guys still with me here? Have you guys muted me yet? No, you're still there? Okay, good. Yeah, so anyway, do recommend grabbing these two figures. I mean, Zartan's obviously still at a premium price. Don't sleep on the Nagahide one because he will, I got a feeling, go up in price because, again, it's a good figure, man. It's just very well done. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching and, bearing with, me going on and on and on here. It's amazing going back in time 3 years after filming Zartan here. What a cool looking figure it really was. I did a pretty good job filming him too. Hey, look at that, the machine gun there. Looks cool with the skull as well. All right, guys, drop a comment below. Let us know what you guys think. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? And we'll see you in the next video, as Zartan says, not the sunlight. Take care, everyone.